everyone!
Hello!
And welcome to Kirsty and Briony's Comfort Zone.
I am Kirsty.
And I am Briony!
Yay! And we're gonna listen to some dreams.
And try to work out what the heck's going on
Oh yeah.
inside our brains. What's
Not
happening
much.
in there? Not much.
Not a lot.
I saw this video yesterday of two frogs and it was one of those, you know when you get those videos that are captured like this one had the brain cell today sort of thing. It was one of those because like it's just a frog sat and then this little like food comes in from the side or like held by tweezers, and then this other frog just dives out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I've seen
tries
that.
to get the food. Oh yeah, and then they miss it and they just start trying to eat the other frog, but the frog is like twice their size and they're just like
Frogs are so silly.
What are you doing, little guys?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I love frogs.
Frogs are pretty cool. Frogs are pretty cool. I keep
Lovely.
getting bird TikTok recommended to me. So I just
Yeah.
keep seeing birds, and I like birds more and more every day. So I watch bird
I'm
TikTok.
sort of like scared of birds, but I love them.
I know what you mean.
I feel
They are a
like
little bit spooky.
if they turned on me at any point, I wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah. They could also be really loud. Like when I used to have birds in at work, oh my god, some of their squawking, it would really pierce through you. It was so
Oh,
loud.
geez, yeah.
So
We had one
loud.
time at the vet where we got a big cock. But he was lovely. Lovely big cock he was. But people think that they crow only in the morning, but no, they do it
they
all
crow
day.
all the time. We had a big cock in at work and he was an asshole. He was horrible. He was called
dear.
Cluck Norris because he liked to kick people. And he had horrible legs because he was a rescue. He was brought into the centre with his legs like bound up. I don't think that was because he was abused or anything. I genuinely think it was just because he was so aggressive. And he wanted to kick everyone. But he was neglected and he had quite bad legs. So he had, I don't know what you call it, but it's when they have like really scaly chicken legs. And I've completely forgotten the name of it. But basically we had to rub Vaseline on his legs every day.
Oh my god.
But he was so mean, so he wouldn't let us do it. So we had to chase him with a towel while he was trying to kick us and then pin him down and rub Vaseline all over him. I mean, I don't blame him for being so angry all the time, honestly, thinking back. But he did get a home in the end with lots of other ladies who apparently mellowed him out. All he
Nice.
wanted
Maybe that's
was
what he needed.
a group of girls to...
yeah.
Bless him.
Need to get his end away a wee bit.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh dear.
I can just see the clickbait comments that we're gonna get now of, you know, like, I'm just trying to rub Vaseline on my cock.
Rubbing Vaseline all over this cock.
Oh, what a powerful beginning. I have to say, I know this is our podcast. This is Kirsty
It is
and
our
Briony's
podcast,
Comfort Zone. This is ours. But it does feel a little bit weird that Nosey's not here now.
I know. I said to Nosy yesterday, I was like, oh, we're recording podcast tomorrow. And he was like, good luck doing it without me.
What's he done to us? How has he worked this magic
I
now?
know.
One episode he does, and I'm just a bit like,
Where's Nosy?
Where's Nosy?
Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh,
He's going to have to become the Bucken. BKN.
Bookin'.
We're going to have to also get someone with a vowel name on. It could be Cron. I think if we got Nosy on again, I would Rithian forgive us though. We'd
have to get Rithian on for a third time.
Yeah.
Just so he's in the lead.
Just Almost every other week is going to be either of those two.
Yeah.
Never together. That's too much.
No.
But alternating.
Yeah. You got to have one, then the other. And it'll be nice and peaceful. Put them in the same room together.
That's
arguments.
Sausage fest.
Sausage fest.
It's just too much. Too much. Can't get two such alpha males in a room together. It's only going to lead to arguments.
Exactly. Anyway, we don't. Nobody tell them we're gossiping about them on our podcast.
Oh yeah, it's fine. No one will hear this. It's fine.
It's fine. Oh dear.
But dreams, though, am I right?
Dreams. I've had a dream.
Did you ever have a dream?
You ever had a dream
where you could I really want to hear your dream because it is titled, I know this isn't how it actually works, but it's titled Minecraft Friday. And I know it's because you had it on a Friday.
Yes.
But it makes me think it's about Minecraft Fridays, which is what we have. We have Minecraft Fridays.
I can't actually remember, but it might be.
Oh.
I really want to listen to it too. Because I feel like it was a good dream, but I can't remember anything that happened. I don't even remember why it had Minecraft in it. But I hope it's about us.
Because, yeah, if it's about Kirby Craft, I'll be happy.
He's gotta be, right? He's gotta be.
I don't know.
Should we listen?
It'd be very awkward in 5 minutes' time.
It would. I had a dream that I wished I could play Minecraft with anyone else.
I had a dream about how much I hate Minecraft because Briony spoiled it for me. It's like, do you ever get those things on social media where they're like, type this and then let your autocorrect fill out the rest?
Yes.
And I had one that was like, when I play Minecraft, I fail, and I pressed it and it just said sad. I was like, oh, that's not true.
Mine is always just gibberish. It's always like, and I needed to go into the office because I needed to go into the office because of... Yeah. And it's just the same old stuff. Hang on, let me do it.
Starts looping.
When I play Minecraft, I feel like I said I would like to address the issue with the presents for the same time as well as the office.
I'm going to do when I record my podcast.
Oh, that's a good one.
See what that says. When I record my podcast and I have to go back and forth to my computer and then
true.
to use the information to use it as the first one of my friends. And then there's an upside down face emoji. Okay.
Wait, I've got mine now. When I record my podcast, I am in the office, fuck's sake, today, and I have no idea what to do. It's on the way home from work, and I will be there for the same time as well as the office today.
Nice.
Smiley face.
Wow. We don't need to think what to say anymore. We don't. It's perfect. Let the phones do it.
Anyone who's listening, could you leave a comment? When I listen to Comfort Zone, I feel... and let autocorrect finish it.
Oh my gosh. It's just going to be the comment saying sad.
Sad. Upside down smiley face.
Oh my gosh, I literally just out of curiosity put in when I listen to Comfort Zone, I feel, and it just said bad.
Oh no. When I listen to Comfort Zone, I
carried
feel...
on pressing. It says I feel bad about what you hear.
Mine's literally the same as when I would record. Hang on, let me press a different button. I feel like a mini fan and a half-hour walk from there. is a
Oh.
mega dungeon. Stinky dog in the office.
You spend a lot of time in the office.
I do. Where did Mega Dungeon come from? I've been playing too much Pathfinder.
I carried on and I said, when I listen to Comfort Zone, I feel bad for my feels like the most horrible person.
Oh no, all of yours are so negative.
I don't feel like I spend a lot, because it's obviously picking up on what I'm putting down, but I don't feel like I spend all my time saying, I feel bad, I feel sad, I feel like the horrible person. I'm just going to have to send out loads of messages just randomly to people being like, I'm happy. I feel happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. Smiley
Hello,
face.
I'm happy. Dear. Well, shall we listen to your dream?
Yes, let's do it. How long is it? 5 minutes. Okay.
Ooh.
What? Ready?
Yeah.
Hello. I had a dream that my cousin was getting married. Before any of that happened, though, I was in some sort of building with my sister, and the building itself was like the embodiment of Discord. It's like when you join Discord, your voice joined this building, almost like a ghost. So every server had a big room to itself, with lots of little side rooms and like a main room where everyone chat. And me and my sister were there for real. But someone was attacking the big Discord building, and my sister had a gun and she was like defending me. And we were going through there and we went into one of the side rooms and she found a little scrap of paper which had like a map and her house circled on it, and she was like, oh no, they know where I live. So we kept going and these bad guys kept attacking and we were like taking them out. And I can't remember much more of the Discord storyline, but it merged into my cousin getting married. But the problem was, he was getting married on a Friday, and that's Minecraft Day. That's the day we play Minecraft on Twitch. So I was like, oh jeez, I can't miss Minecraft. So I basically decided not to go, but I was in the building where everyone was getting ready and stuff. And they were like, oh, are you gonna come? And I'm like, no, I've got work to do. And someone was like, oh, are you going swimming? I'm like, no, I have to work. Yeah, okay. So they all go off to the wedding. And then before Minecraft even starts, at like midday, my mum messages and she's like, we're back. I'm like, oh, okay. They're back already. I could have gone to the wedding. And everyone starts getting ready for the party at night, and my mum's cooking food. And she's like, does anyone want chicken nuggets or fish fingers? And I'm like, I don't want nuggies, but I'll have fish fingers. And she starts putting food on the table. And I feel bad because I'm not, like, I'm going to leave in 10 minutes and play Minecraft. And, oh yeah, I remember parts of the actual wedding. So the wedding itself, even though I wasn't there, I saw it in my dream. And, it had like crowds of people, like huge crowds. And then my cousin arrived and he's walking down and all of his like groomsmen, or his entourage, not just groomsmen, it had like all my cousins, it had my brother, my sister, it had like everyone in there, and I was like, oh geez, guess I wasn't invited. But that's good because I have to play Minecraft. And because I was wearing a pink hat, and he had a sign that was like "Pink Gang," and a lot of his like friends and stuff were wearing pink. But the further back it went, the less they were wearing pink. They had like, you know, like Iron Maiden t-shirts on and stuff. Yeah, so that was that. And I just was like, well, I can't be here. I gotta go play Minecraft. So I left. There was lots of other stuff too. There was a point in the dream where I was in a building with the cast of NCIS, and then people started shooting the building. And we had to like duck to the floor. And then they blew up the wall, and the roof started collapsing. And then there was a hole in the floor. We had to like shimmy through the hole in the floor to get to the basement to be safe. And it was very scary. But that's what I get for watching NCIS before bed. Anyway, goodbye. Good night. Goodbye.
Good night. Goodbye.
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 Good night.
Good night.
Well, there you go. That was my dream. It was about Minecraft Fridays.
It was Minecraft Friday.
Maybe it's not because it was recorded on a Friday. Maybe it's because I don't know. Or maybe I dreamt it because it was a Friday. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I guess you would have been Minecrafting with us that very day.
Exactly.
So it's interesting. It's interesting that you said you'd missed the wedding for for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because can you tell us why we're not doing Minecraft next Friday?
I have to go to a wedding.
It's curious. It's curious.
It's curious. It's curious. It's not my cousin's wedding though. He's already married.
Okay.
It's a friend's wedding. And yeah, I'm missing Minecraft because of it. I've missed... So lately there have been 2 Fridays that I've had to miss because my friends, they're in my D&D group, and instead of going on a stag week, like a stag night or whatever before they get married, we all book a weekend where we go and play D&D in like, I don't know, like a nice cottage or something for the whole weekend. So that's happened twice because 2 of my friends are getting married. And the first wedding is this Friday. So, or not this Friday, next Friday. So I'm missing so much Minecraft.
Is it 2 separate weddings? I assumed that they were marrying each other, like you had the hen do, then the stag do. Oh, okay.
No, it's 2 separate weddings.
Oh my gosh.
One is in April and one is in May, I believe. So yeah, we've had our little weekends away, and now it's just waiting for the weddings to happen.
That's so lovely, though. Your little adventures away. They do sound nice.
It is very nice.
I do love a wedding.
Weekend. Do love a wedding. Yeah.
Do love a wedding. I'm going to my cousin's wedding in August.
Oh.
And I was hoping, because she used to live in Amsterdam, I was hoping she might have it over there. But she's not having it in London.
Oh.
All places. That London. I got to go that London.
Disappointed. I'd love to go back to Amsterdam.
I'd like to go because I've got the fridge magnet that you got me from there, but I've never been. So I feel like I've not earned the fridge magnet.
You need
yet,
to go there and earn the fridge magnet. Otherwise, it will just be returned to Amsterdam. Sorry,
no.
She didn't earn this. She can't keep it. It's on loan.
I found a curious thing in the book that says a man's... Oh, wait, no, this is wrong. Oh, no, a man's brother or a woman's sister, this is the right thing, appearing in a dream often represent the shadow. Shadow has a capital letter here. Shadow.
What? Shadow.
Often it is easier to project the negative side of our personalities onto members of the family. So remember, your sister had a gun.
Right.
So she was your gun side of your personality.
Okay.
The violent side. It says, if this projection is allowed to continue, it can cause difficulty with family relationships in later life. Now, I don't know if that means in a dream or if that just means in real life, in waking life.
In waking life. Wait, so what? The
So
gun
you
represents
have to, I
or
think
the sister?
the sister represents another part of your personality, the
Right.
part of your personality that wants to have a gun.
Okay.
But you have to like separate. What the
yeah.
book is trying to say is you have to separate that from that being your sister, because otherwise you'll start to think that she wants a gun. And that's, as far as I know, not true.
As far as I know, yeah, I don't think she does. I don't even remember what sister it was, honestly. I didn't remember the dream until like the part where we got to my cousin holding the sign saying Pink Gang, and then I was like, oh wait, I did dream this. This is something that I have dreamt.
I looked up, oh my gosh, imagine if we could AI ourselves into like, what's it called? Like the deep fake voice thing. Imagine if we could have like, when you can make it so that, I don't know, off the top of my head, like the guy from Stranger Things is, saying nice things to you, maybe. No, not Stranger Things. What's it called? Last of Us. What is the one? No! Arthur. That's who I'm thinking of. Arthur from Red Dead Redemption. When you can have him be like, Money, happy birthday.
I can't remember what that website's called, but I know what you mean. Yeah. It's something duck, right?
Yeah. If we could have that, but for us, and we could have 2 fake dreams and a real dream that we had like a year ago, and see if we know which one was us.
But
Because sometimes when I'm listening back to them, I'm like,
I see what you're saying.
Did I have this?
I thought you meant for like other people to guess, and I was like, well, we could just
No,
record
be
the
for
fake
us.
one, but no, it was you. Oh my god, you know what we should do? We should get ChatGPT to write a dream.
I have a bing bong.
Oh, go get your bing bong. Go get your bing bong.
BRB.
Okay.
What are you saying?
I am currently getting ChatGPT to write a dream. Kirsty and Briony are recording an episode of the Comfort Zone podcast where they listen to each other. I'm writing this. Where they listen to each other's dreams and talk about what they could possibly mean. Kirsty is telling Briony a dream that she had last night. What does she say? All right, tell me, ChatGPT. I can suggest some common themes and symbols. No, this is rubbish. Oh, useless. Useless.
I guess would we have to put in all of our dreams so far and see if, like when they put in all the episodes of Seinfeld or whatever, and see if it can write an episode of Seinfeld? Would it be like that?
Yeah.
We'd have to transcribe all
I'll
of
try
our
and be
dreams.
more, what's the word? Broad.
Be abroad.
Okay. Oh my god, yes, it knows. Okay. All right. Okay, I said, write me an episode of Kirsty and Briony's Comfort Zone podcast. Okay.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Comfort Zone podcast, where we listen to each other's dreams and talk about what they could possibly mean. I'm Kirsty, and I'm here with my co-host, Briony. Briony, how are you today? And then you say, I'm good, Kirsty. I'm excited to hear about your dream. What did you dream about last night? And then I say, well, it was a bit strange. I dreamt that I was in a forest and I was looking for something, but I wasn't sure what it was. The forest was really dense and dark, and I could barely see anything. But then I heard a voice calling out to me, and I followed it until I came to a clearing. And there I saw a tree, but it wasn't like any tree I've seen before. It was huge, and it was glowing with this big bright light. And then I woke up. And you said,
that's a pretty cool dream.
Wow, that's interesting. Do you have any idea what it could mean?
Classic me.
Oh my god.
We don't need to do this anymore.
We don't need to do this anymore.
Read a script every week.
Oh, you also had a dream in this AI-generated Comfort Zone episode. Here we go. You
what
said,
was my dream?
well, I also had a dream last night that I wanted to share. I dreamt that I was at a party and everyone was dancing and having a good time. But then the music stopped and the lights went out. And when they came back on, I was the only one left in the room. And I said, okay, that sounds eerie. What do you think that could mean? And you said, I think it could represent my fear of being alone or left out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
This is too real, Chet.
It's too
Too real.
Oh no, it knows.
It knows my fears.
AI be spooky.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But it didn't write anything about a Minecraft dream. So not good
Idiot.
enough. Idiot.
Oh no, the robots are gonna rise up. I mean, it's tried its best. It's really good.
It is. It was very good. It obviously did its research.
I
Very
didn't
impressive.
realize it was such a fan. Loves this podcast.
It loves it. ChatGPT is one of our top listeners.
I looked up marriage in my book, and it says, I don't think this is applicable. Applicable. That's a fun word to say. Applicable. But it says, a marriage or a wedding in a dream often indicates the uniting of two particular parts of the dreamer, which need to come together in order to create a better whole. For instance, the intellect and feelings, or perhaps the practical and intuitive sides, may need to be united. But I think in this case, it's because you're going to a wedding.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
I agree.
what it
I
represents.
think the main part of the dream really is, I know that I keep missing, not comfort zone, I keep missing Kirbycraft because I've been away doing wedding things. And I feel bad, so I'm dreaming that it's happening again. But I'm like, no, I have to play Minecraft. I can't be here. I'm leaving.
Aww. Do you know, I kept on, like, Riddy and I were, when we were streaming together the other day and we were about to raid you, so we were just, like, jokingly saying, like, oh, can't believe she's leaving us and all this stuff. And then I was like, do you know what? I have to not say this because I'm busy tomorrow morning before the stream. And I was like, if I turn up late and I've given her all of this, I will not live it down. So I was like, maybe I should be nicer.
Just keep it on the down low.
Yeah. Well, I should be there on time. Fingers crossed.
I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Today's tomorrow will be today's yesterday when this goes out. So people
What?
can let me know in the comments if I was on time. I'll let me know by living it.
You will know, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think what other stuff was in this dream. So my cousin was holding a sign that said Pink Gang, and he had a pink hat on.
Yeah. I did look up pink in the colour section, but it doesn't have pink. It has red and it has magenta, and I couldn't think if magenta was particularly pink or if that's more red.
Isn't magenta like a
Or is it
hot pink?
purple? Or is it hot pink?
Magenta.
It says...
Yeah, magenta's pink.
Magenta. This is in some ways a colour which links both the physical and spiritual. It signifies relinquishment, selflessness, perfection, and meditative practice.
Oh.
I mean, I guess...
I don't think of
that's what
meditation when I think of magenta, honestly.
No, that's like a very spicy
Very
colour.
spicy colour, yeah.
It's very loud.
It's a very, warm
Very-
pink.
That's my impression of magenta. Have you seen that woman? She does.
woman.
I think she's on TikTok, but I see her on Instagram Reels, and she must be in like 50s or 60s, and all of her videos are like how I think cereals would walk.
Oh, God,
and then
yes.
it's like Rice Krispie.
And then she's
Cocoa
like
Puffs.
hopping around. Oh my God, yes,
Yeah.
I have seen her. Oh, what's her name? I can't remember what her name is, but yeah, I've seen her.
But I feel
every
like
time I'm just like, what the heck is going on?
And there's always comments that are like, yes, no, I get what you
Yes.
mean. Yeah, this
I
is
totally
it.
agree.
That
Yes,
is how
queen.
AirPods would walk. But I just reminded myself of her by doing this is what magenta would sound like. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, as long
I'm
as you don't like
stealing her
start
shtick.
dancing
This
like
is how magenta
then you're
would
right.
walk.
Oh my God. It's weird. Like, there are a few accounts like that where they just do this really strange stuff, but people tend to just flock to it, and they're often like people get really supportive, and it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Like, there was a guy on Instagram called Super Pet Jason, and he would just post pictures of his meals, but they were really weird meals. It's like, I've had 2 pies, 6 sausages, a corn on the cob, and a glass of orange juice, and a slice of cheesecake, 2 slices of cheesecake, and like every day something like that, like just copious amounts of food that often did not match. And people are like, nice one, Jason. Yeah, did you enjoy that orange juice? And he's like, yeah, I did, yeah.
That sounds like what we call in my family a chumley meal. Because a chumley meal is when you finish off packets of things in the freezer. So you'll be like, right, there's like 2 hash browns, a sausage roll, one of these burgers, a nut cutlet, and you just like, it's good. My
have
mum's
everything
nickname,
on one plate.
my mum's nickname is Chumley. So occasionally she'd just be like, I'm clearing out the freezer, we're doing a Chumley meal. And that's what we would have for dinner.
Oh, that's cute. Well, this guy
So
has
I
a
could
chumley
start an
meal
account.
every day.
I could start a Chumley meal account, see if I could make my mum Instagram famous.
Oh, you should. You should. That would be cute. That would be cute as heck.
I had my dad was watching my stream the other day, and nothing makes me behave quicker than if I suddenly become aware that my parents are watching my stream, and I'm like, I'm in my mid-30s now, and they still have that effect on me.
Oh, I'm like the opposite. When my mum always shows up in chat when I'm talking about something really cursed. And then I'm just like, hi mum. And then someone gifts her a sub, and then I carry on talking about ass or something, and like she's probably just sitting there like, what have I raised here?
Where did we go so wrong? No, she was very proud of you.
Very proud of
Very
me.
proud of you
Yesterday,
talking about
I was
ass on the internet.
Blender sculpting an ass onto Pikachu's behind.
Oh.
But I don't think she was in my chat, so it was okay.
My dad gave me the most, this is like the most dad thing, that like the most dad Twitch interaction you could have. But I was doing my bunny stream, and I was saying that Jerry has this jangly ball, which is like a wooden ball that has a bell inside, and he likes to chuck it. And make it jangle. And I was saying like, oh no, something bad happened, the jangly ball broke, and the bell fell out, so it doesn't jangle anymore. And I get a WhatsApp message pop up over my stream that just said, from my dad, just saying, oh, I can fix that. I was like, thanks, Dad.
That's so cute.
And then I was like, but maybe he likes it not being, like, bunnies has sensitive ears, maybe he likes it not jangling. And then I get another pop-up from my dad saying, no, the jangle's better.
So okay. That is so wholesome.
Yeah.
I love it. It is so cute. So cute.
You want to hear my dream that I have absolutely no memory of whatsoever? I think I remember one bit of it. I get a feel. I have a feeling that this has Jenks in it from Contradiction. I think maybe. And it is filthy. No, it's not. Well, I don't think it is. Now I've said that, I'm worried.
It might be. Let's do it.
I do sometimes wonder, should I vet my dreams a bit better? Because sometimes I'm like, what if I do just make you listen to a really spicy dream that I've forgotten I've recorded?
It's okay. It's not live. It's probably fine.
We're gonna have to make a Patreon for the spicy dream.
Yeah, we are. Only dreams.
Well, okay, here we go.
I had a dream that I went to see this like Q&A talk with Rupert Booth, and there was like such a big crowd, and at one point he walked past us on his way out, and everyone was doing the like horns symbol
and he just looked so happy. He like turned around and he was doing it too. And then he like turned back and walked away through the crowd, and I was like, oh my god. he just seemed so happy about it. For some reason he was holding this massive Stanley knife as well. And I was like, oh, is he gonna hold it up and ask the question? But they didn't. But then I was watching this like dad and young daughter, and they were by this like tiny swimming pool, and the daughter was like letting something swim in this pool, and she kept being like, there was something that was really obvious to her and the dad didn't understand it. She just kept being like, well, of course it's this silly. And I somehow like took 4 photos of what was going on and tweeted them as if I was telling this story. But every time I went to watch the tweet, it was like a video of what had happened. And I was like, wait, what? But then I think I became, no, I wasn't the dad, but I was like someone who was very similar to the dad. And I really wanted to have a pet frog. And I was living in this house that was owned by this elderly couple. And it was all like, it all still very much was their furniture. It was very like, like big dark furniture and lots of rugs and knickknacks and stuff. And I was asking them like, oh, how difficult is it if I were to take care of a frog? And the old man was talking to me, and he was like, oh, well, you see, you gotta buy gallons of frog water, and it cost me £5 a day. £5 a day I spend on frog water from the post office, trying to clean these frogs, keep the frogs clean and all this stuff. And I was like, what? Then I was like, is that because they've got so many frogs, whereas I would just have one frog? So then I had this bag, it's like long tubular bag that my frog had arrived in, and I like unraveled it and I went to tip it out onto the floor, and there were 4 frogs in there, and they were all squished together, and I was like, oh my gosh, that one must be dead. But then they all just started like waking up, and they were all okay. And they just started like hopping out the bag, and I was thinking, I guess I should go buy some frog water. And then I woke up.
Oh my god. Well, congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
Your frogs.
My frogs. Gotta go buy. That's what the delivery was earlier. I got some frog water.
Got the frog water
arriving.
arrived. Nice from the post office.
Yeah, the classic place that you buy frog water from.
Oh, would you have a pet frog in real life?
Well, I've thought about this before, unsurprisingly, and some frogs eat, like pinkies.
Right. Yeah.
And I couldn't do that.
I didn't know
I couldn't
that.
have. Yeah,
It'd
like
have to
I
be
was
a big frog.
surprised. It would have to be. I'd have to get some sort of. Are any frogs? Any frogs? If you're listening, are any of you vegetarian? I guess they're not. I guess they.
No,
have
I don't think they are.
insects and stuff, don't they?
Yeah. They love bugs.
But yeah, I probably couldn't have a frog. I'd happily have like a garden that was a nice place for frogs to visit.
That would
But
be
I'd have
cute.
no binding contract with them.
Yeah. They come and go as they please.
Yeah. Like a frog hotel.
Oh my god. I've got to get you a little pond.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was quite squared. I was squared as to where that dream was going, because I have an irrational fear of dead frogs.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It terrifies me. And when I was little, in my primary school, for some reason, whoever designed this, I think they have changed it now, but they decided to put a swimming pool next to a pond.
Oh,
so all the
no.
frogs would just be like, "Oh my god, big pond!" I imagine that's what frogs talk like, and they would jump in and they would never jump out. And so when I was learning to swim, I learnt to swim amongst.
Oh my
this has
God.
gone very dark, but amongst that, and ever since then, oh my gosh, it terrifies me.
I don't
Frogs.
blame you at all.
Frogs, I'm fine with. Soon as they cross over, it gets me on a guttural level. I'm just like, "Ugh, something's
Oh my
not right here."
God.
And when Alex and I were dating, I remember he was like, "Oh, do you want to watch this film?" And the film was Magnolia. And that film ends, spoilers, with a 5-minute sequence of it raining frogs.
Oh no.
So they're
Oh,
driving
God.
around and there's just frog. And I literally, I had such a panic attack. I couldn't talk. And he turned to me just like, "What do you think of the film?" And I was just there like,
Oh no. Oh, I had no idea about this fear. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so it's a very specific thing. But I remember for some reason, I don't know what was wrong with my primary school. You know when you used to practice diving and you'd have bean bags and stuff that you'd drop to the bottom of the pool and you'd have to try it. For some reason, we had
Oh,
frog-shaped
no.
ones.
No.
So they'd be like, I just remember one time they were like, "Oh, can you go and collect?" Someone would be selected to collect all the bean bags at the end of the swimming lesson.
They just turn up with a handful of frogs.
Yeah, and I remember being like, "Oh, there's one," and I picked it up, and I have such a clear memory of just picking up this frog, and then I literally had to go home because I was in shock.
Oh.
So for a second, I was worried the dream. As soon as I heard because I'd flicked through the dream earlier to see if it was one I'd heard before, and I heard the word frog, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then as soon as I heard they were knelt down by a pool, I was like, "Oh no,
Uh-oh.
no, don't do this to me."
Oh.
But it was fine. I was looking after the frogs.
It was okay. They were safe.
Yeah.
They were safe.
What little babies. I do love frogs so much, though.
Frogs are very fun.
Love
They're
'em.
very cute.
Yeah.
And silly.
Just little guys.
Little guys, minding their business.
Yeah. I do. There's something really exciting in life if you ever meet a frog. If you're just walking home and there's
see
a frog
and
there.
like, wow.
It's a pretty big event.
It is.
I
Definitely is.
I got a video from one of my friends the other day because he'd seen a frog when he was out running, I think maybe. And he was filming the frog, and then the frog starts hopping towards him, and he's like, "Whoa." He just starts backing away. He's just like, "No." It's like, you're literally 6'2" and the frog is about 2 inches big and you're running away from it.
It's because they're so jumpy, I think. Any animal that can jump, I think that's why people are scared of rats as well a lot of the time, because they're like, "Oh, what if they jump at me?" And it's they're only going to do that if they're scared and they're trying to get away. But
I think there's also something about, there's if something is big, it's scary, but I also think it works the other way. I think the smaller things are, the scarier they are. The scene in Jurassic Park 2, maybe, where it's the tiny dinosaurs and they're attacking the guy.
Mhm.
That's scarier than, because I feel like if you had a dinosaur, you're gonna die either way. But I feel like if it's a dinosaur your size, you could at least, put in a big, you could try and wrestle them. You could put in an effort to try and wrestle a big dinosaur.
You can put in the effort.
But if it's lots of little ones, I feel like they're going to
outnumbered.
win.
It's
Yeah.
would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or 100? Wait,
Horse-sized.
the other way around. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Or is it no?
I feel like it's like death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it? I feel like if there's
Yeah.
enough small things, they're going to win.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd rather fight a big one. Big duck.
Yeah. Because at
'Cause
least
you
then
can find
you
his
could
weakness and
you
take him
can
out.
go out with saying you tried.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was a lot of little things, I'd just lie
I
down.
don't think you're going to get much of a chance to try. Yeah, you just lay down and deal with it.
But I also get like, I don't find rats scary.
They're not
But
scary. They're beautiful.
Rodents that are like smaller than rats, I do start to get a little bit scared of them.
What about
I don't know
mice?
why.
Are you a little bit scared of mice?
Occasionally, I think, what would I do if I used to have a mouse and I loved him, but I would be like, but if he turned on me, what would I do?
If he decided to turn on me.
I think it's anything that can run up clothes and be... Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because of that scene in The Mummy where the bug
With
goes
the
under
big,
the person's
the big beetle thing. Yeah,
skin.
yeah. That is
I think
a
that's what
horrible
it
scene.
is. I think
is
it's
gross.
that little things could get inside you.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a bear crawling around under your skin, are you?
True.
That'd
Yeah,
be silly.
I think you're right. There's more of like a visceral element to like small things, like bugs. They can like get inside your skin and stuff.
Yeah.
And mice could get in your clothes. And saying that, I am not scared of rodents at all. I see a rodent and I'm like, oh my god, I love them and I want them.
Little
I see a rat on the
baby.
street. I'm like, hell yeah, take him home.
Oh, I love it. There's a place where I walk sometimes, and if you are blessed, occasionally you'll see rats there. I think it's rats. Some of them are quite quick, so I'm like, hang on, was that like a vole or something? But
Rats are
think it's
very quick
rats.
too.
But yeah, I do love them.
I do love them. When I was
But I
at
also
uni,
love-
we did a little activity where we live trapped like river rodents. Like we had like a lake type river, and any rodents that live next to it, like voles, stuff like that, we caught them live and we would count them and do like a survey to see how many were in the area. And yeah, so we had to handle like these little wild babies, and they were so cute and so tiny. They were so small.
I guess you never
It
have
was
to
very
worry about
interesting.
Tabs bringing in little things, do you?
No.
Have to
The
get
only
them.
thing
He'd
he
have to
ever-
order them online.
Exactly. The only thing he ever gets close to catching is bugs. He likes moths.
Aww.
He sees a moth, he'll try and catch it. But yeah, he doesn't go outside because he's FIV positive, so he does not bring in any rodents. I had a friend once whose cat brought in a squirrel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How? Did they just invite it?
They just brought it in. Suddenly there's a squirrel. And my parents' cat has brought in some live rodents as well. I think he brought in a mouse once, and my mum like flipped her lid. She was like, oh, there's a mouse in the house! Ah!
Oh my god.
I think he might have brought in a frog as well.
Oh. Frog.
Frog.
I like it when you get the sort of cats that get the idea of like bringing home their spoils, but they're just like, I brought you a leaf.
Yes, I love that. It's like,
I caught
bought
this.
a leaf for you. Special.
It took me
Oh,
ages,
thank
but I hunted it down and I got it.
And I
Here
brought
you
it
go.
back. I wonder what Tabs would bring me if he went out. What would you bring me, Tabs? He's asleep. The answer is nothing.
Dreams.
Get it yourself.
Oh, the baby boy.
Baby boy. He's very cozy on the sofa at the moment because I have 4 blankets all stacked up on one another, and he's laying
Oh
on
my
top
God.
of it. Very, very cozy.
Oh, for a second I was like, why have I opened up this page of the book?
What was
I couldn't
it?
remember.
We were talking about dreams, right?
Yeah. What was this podcast? I did look up frog, but I had another page open and I was like, why did I look up this page? How do you do the alphabet? Frog. Okay, so it says, a period or act of transformation. A frog transforms from a tadpole and moves onto the land. There is something repugnant, which is turning into something of value.
What? No.
Frog spawn isn't repugnant. Oh, it also says, i.e., a frog into a prince.
Ah,
I mean, I like it when frogs stay as frogs.
me too. I prefer that.
Because they cute. Why would I have been dreaming about? I don't remember what would have been going on at this time that I was thinking about. I mean, I'm always thinking about frogs in one way or another.
Yeah, I guess like because of the significance they have with you, like maybe you were thinking about home or school or something.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a frog in Bristol, but I used to see them all the time back home.
I haven't seen a frog in ages. My parents used to have a pond in their back garden, and come like frog
Season.
breeding time, frog season, they would be everywhere. Like at night when you had the bedroom window open, all you could hear was just rip, 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 rip. There were just hundreds of them in this tiny pond just having a great time.
Big frog orgy.
A big old frog orgy. And sometimes they would just wander into the house and my cat would have a great time.
Gosh. Little frog. See, my house that I grew up in was opposite the primary school I said about. So occasionally some frogs did get out and then I would see them in our garden. The survivors. I also looked up photograph. Because I guess I was taking photographs and trying to tweet them, but they were turning into videos.
Yeah.
It says, when we dream of looking at photographs, we are often looking at an aspect of ourselves, perhaps our younger self or a part of ourselves that we no longer feel is particularly valid. So...
Valid?
Maybe I'm not as scared of... Because I was thinking this whilst I was telling you that. Maybe I'm not as scared of frogs as I used to be. Maybe this was me looking back at...
Maybe
that.
you're over it.
Yeah. I'm still saddened by it.
Oh yeah, who isn't? But like...
But I feel like I could maybe... I don't know. I don't want to test it. I don't want to find out.
No, you don't want to find out. But if you were presented with
Billy
a situation...
Big Bollocks when I'm sat at my computer behind my microphone saying, yeah, I'm fine, I'm over it now.
I could deal with it.
Oh, but
I
it
love
also
that.
says...
I love the idea that a dream is telling you that you're not scared of frogs anymore.
Yeah. But I've not really thought about that fear for a long time because it's just not been relevant.
Yeah.
So maybe my brain's just having a little like clear out of the old fear boxes.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what's this doing in here? Get it out. We don't need that.
It also says, photographs in dreams can be used to represent a spiritual need or to understand the past. So maybe...
Oh, there we go.
I was
You're
just
finally
trying
making
to...
sense of the whole frog issue.
Yeah.
And your brain's filed it away while you were sleeping. That's pretty good. That's very, very efficient, actually.
Nice.
Good
Well
job,
done,
brain.
me.
Well done.
The only thing I can think about that I was thinking of frogs at this time... Well, no, there's two things. I guess this was the beginning of March, and frogs are very, like, spring cycle, I guess?
Yeah.
Because there'd always be the time in primary school where you'd be like, let's go and look at the frog spawn. Oh, they've got legs now.
Days
look.
tadpoles.
Yeah, it is. I do love it. I think I've talked about this before, how much I love the frog cycle.
Did you ever have like caterpillars and cocoons and butterflies in a box when you were at school?
No, we never got to do
Oh.
that stuff. I remember drawing it, but we never got to actually like look at it.
Yeah.
We grew a bean
Ah.
and cress. I think that
Oh,
was
lovely.
about
Oh,
it.
I think we grew cress. I really vaguely remember growing cress.
Cress is so easy to grow.
It is. It's crazy.
I
But yeah, no, I'm
remember-
sure we had a box that had a butterfly in it. And then we released him.
Oh,
It was very lovely.
I remember Pyrian talking about how, because cress grows so easily in any damp place, when I think it was when he was at uni, him and his friends used to just get cress seeds and they would throw them like into each other's wardrobes and stuff because they'd be so just damp in there and all this cress would start to grow.
Oh my god. I've heard that story before, actually. Yeah.
I love cress.
Cress is
Maybe not
good.
grown in a teenage boy's wardrobe,
No.
but
When I was at uni, down by the washing machine room, like the little laundry, there were loads of bushes of rosemary. So I would go out there and harvest rosemary and use it to make roast potatoes.
Oh, nice.
Which is a
Oh, I
little bit
love
nicer than cress
rosemary.
growing in your wardrobe. But everyone was like,
Yeah.
why are you going out and taking the bush rosemary? And I'm like, because it's there and I want to
Yeah.
cook with it.
Nature's gift.
Exactly.
Good foraging. I wish I was more forage wily. I'm so worried.
I wish I
like-
was too. I really like it. I love like finding stuff and being able to recognize what it is, and if it's edible, it's like hell yeah. Like
Yeah.
a friend of mine, when she was at uni, she went to Huddersfield Uni, and there was a little forest near their halls, and it had loads of wild garlic just growing on the floor, just wild
Yeah.
garlic everywhere, and that would have been like the dream. Just give it all to me.
I just wish because like I love going and looking at mushrooms and stuff, but I would never trust my judgment as to whether
Yeah.
one was edible or not.
No, I
'Cause
wouldn't either. I wouldn't trust my judgment at all.
It's like even with things like morels. Like morels are such a recognizable mushroom, but then there's also fake morels, which
Yep.
are deadly poisonous. And I'm like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I do theoretically know the difference between them. I think morels have hollow tubes, hollow stems, whereas fake morels don't. But even so, I wouldn't trust it. I leave it to the mushroom people.
Yeah, exactly. There is a subreddit. There's a mycology subreddit where a lot of people go there. So they're like, "Oh, I got this big mushroom. Is it edible?" And you know, people will tell them.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Very cool. I wish I was braver. I could go mushroom hunting.
I just wish that I could know that if ever I got lost in a wood, I could survive 24 hours. At least. Whereas I don't know if I would.
No, I don't think I would either, honestly.
I have to trust that I'd packed some snacks in my pockets before whatever happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd recognise like blackberries.
Yeah,
guess
I
you
think
get
I
a
could
lot
find
of
I could
those in
find
the
like berries and
woods.
stuff. Like I've gone foraging for
Mm.
fruits and junk plenty of times. As long as there's
Yeah.
berries, then I'd probably be okay for a few hours.
There's
But
a
mushrooms,
game.
maybe not.
There's a game that's coming out this year, I think, called Wholesome Out and About, and that is like a foraging
Ooh.
game. And supposedly, all of the recipes in that game are recipes you can actually make. It's like a very practical game. So maybe that will teach me survival
That sounds
skills.
cool. That sounds really fun.
Maybe I'll finally learn how to. But I don't know where the dev team are based, so maybe it wouldn't be British mushrooms.
British.
Mm.
Let's have a look. That
It'd
sounds
be nice
super fun
to,
though.
Yeah, I blooming love those sorts of games. There's another game that's coming out next year that is basically my game that I pitched on Pitch Please.
Really? Ah.
So, in your face, Chris Yules, for saying it wasn't
Take
a
that,
good game. But then again, maybe the game won't do very well, so maybe I'll wait until 2024 to reserve my gotcha.
Apparently, they are located in Edinburgh.
Well, there you go. Maybe I will learn something about how to survive in the woods
There you go.
and eat mushrooms.
I
just feel
play this
like-
game.
There's so many things like Lost or whatever where people get dropped in the woods and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know how to make fire and I know how to set traps and blah 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 blah." And I'm just like, I wouldn't know what to do.
I want to
I
know how
would
to
be-
harvest flowers.
Like, can you eat roots? You can eat willow bark, can't you? You have to find
I've no
a
idea.
willow tree. And I only know that because of a game I'm playing at the moment where someone eats willowbark. But maybe I shouldn't trust games that were based on Skyrim mods for my worldly knowledge.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to play Wholesome out and about and learn for real.
Yeah.
I'm adding it to my wish list.
Woo!
It looks very fun. This is not a hashtag ad. Yet.
But if you're listening, game development team, who I've forgotten the name of.
Yaldi Games, apparently.
Yaldi Games?
Yaldi. I don't know how to pronounce it
Yaldi.
because it sounds Scandinavian, but it's like Yaldi.
Ah.
But they are based in Scotland.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I feel like we talked about some dreams today.
We did, and among other things.
Among other things. We got through an episode without Nosy. We're fine.
We're okay, we're fine. We can do more.
Yeah. Well, Kirsty, it's been lovely as always.
Yes. Thank you so much, Briony, and thank you everyone for listening.
And let us know what your autocorrect thinks about our podcast.
Yes, I want to know.
Well, until next time, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
For now.